A glass blower can take a sizzling blob of molten glass and, with expert technique and artistic vision, transform it into an exquisite sculpture. The blowpipe allowed glass blowers to both inflate and shape glass. Silica, which comes from sand, is combined with additives like limestone and recycled colorless glass to refine its properties. This prepared mix goes into the melting furnace. Once the raw material becomes a colorless liquid glass, the glass blower employs a blowpipe, a long steel tube with a bulbous or teardrop-shaped end to collect a glob of the glowing molten substance. To add color, he quickly rolls the gather in crushed colored glass or over pieces of colored glass, which adhere to the molten surface. This technique allows him to apply vibrant hues and intricate patterns to the glass. At this stage, the material has a honey-like consistency, becoming increasingly dense as it cools and solidifies. Next, he bonds the color layer by reheating the glass in a smaller furnace referred to as a glory hole. This step ensures that the color adheres uniformly and integrates seamlessly into the glass. The intense heat from the glory hole softens the surface, allowing the colors to fuse and become a permanent part of the piece. He then rolls the glass over a ladle-shaped block to shape it into the initial form needed for blowing. This process helps to refine the glass's contours, making it easier to achieve the desired shape during the blowing stage. The block's unique shape assists in creating a symmetrical and stable base, setting the stage for further manipulation and detail work. A soft breath of air transforms it into an air-filled sphere. At this point, the cooling glass has thickened to a honey-like consistency, making it easier to control and shape. The glass blower carefully manipulates the glass using a range of blocks and hand tools, skillfully stretching and molding it into the desired form. Each tool helps refine the shape and detail, allowing precise control over the material's transformation. The glass, now with a consistency similar to hardened caramel, retains its final shape. He marks the glass at the point where it attaches to the blowpipe, then cools it further using compressed air. At the other end of the glass, he affixes a solid metal rod called a pontil, which is covered with hot glass. To detach the piece from the blowpipe, he applies a splash of cold water to the scored line to help the glass crack and separate. Finally, the glass is placed in an electric kiln for a gradual 12-hour cooling process to prevent any risk of cracking. The invention of blown glass occurred over 2,000 years ago. The technique is believed to have been developed around the 1st century BCE, which places its origin well over 2 millennia in the past. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in another episode.